Hello, I'm going to start playing in a couple of minutes. I just woke up from my nap. I wanted to give the balls a quick run through the polisher before I started playing. So just a couple minutes. I'm on early anyway. I got a different camera angle. Oh wait, is it showing up on here? How long is the delay? I got to remember that there's a few second delay. I got a different camera angle. I've got a different camera mounted center of the table, more traditional camera angle. And man, is this a tough table, I'll tell you what. The 5x10, 4.5 inch pockets, and the side pockets are 4.5 too. It's been kicking my butt, but that's what I wanted. That's what I came here for. It's what I signed up for. I practiced on. This is a good practice table because it's really tough. This is not a table that you try and set a high run on because it just punishes you brutally for every position mistake, every time you leave too long of a shot. It's just, you've got to make very good decisions as well, and then execute those decisions well. Because what I wanted, I've practiced a lot today, and I hope I'm going to go back to my table, my 9-footer, and do better. This is a contrast, because what John Schmidt's house was a 9-footer with 5-inch pockets, a very easy table. This one's the other side of the spectrum, super hard. But my table in my living room is kind of in the middle. And I really think I'm going to be, because I'm playing, I'm stroking differently, and well, maybe I'll make a video about it. It's not like I'm doing things different. I'm trying to do all the things I know to do with more quality, more of the time, if that makes any sense. Woo! So for that reason, it's been good. Now, I'll tell you an anecdote, which reminds me of something. Many years ago in Denver, I played the weekly tournaments all the time, weekly 9-ball tournament, and fairly often there was this number of players who came down to Denver from Boulder. There was a legitimate pool hall in Boulder for a while, and that pool hall had, I think it was Brunswick Gold Cross, but very fast cloth and very tight pockets, probably 4.25 or 4-inch pockets. And what I noticed, I didn't realize it then, but when those guys came down from Boulder, they all had this really soft, slowing, smooth, fluid stroke on every shot. I was like, wow, what are they teaching those guys up there? Well, you learn to stroke the ball really smooth and fluid and accurately when you're playing on a 4-inch pocket all day long every day. That's the stroke you develop. You're playing on a 5-inch pocket, so you can get this punchy, jabby stroke because it works. But that kind of stroke will not work on a tight table like this. So if that anecdote makes any sense to you, that's what I've been experiencing here. And that's what I wanted. I was so happy for the opportunity to come and be able to just play every day. And I wish I could play 8 hours a day, but I'm 63 and I get tired every morning. So I'm good for an hour, 1.5 to 2 hours, and then I got to take a nap or do something else. But I've put in a few good sessions. So this has been wonderful. I think the balls are ready, so let me get to the balls and move on. And I ran, and I think the sound quality is pretty good. It's just using the microphone that's in the camera up there, but I think you guys can hear me even when I'm way over here over the table. So this is a good setup as far as that too. So I only played straight pool for a little bit earlier today, and I did not match my run of 44. 44 is my high run. I've done it twice in the last couple of days on this table. Love to beat that, and I think I have a good chance, but we'll see. We're limiting it to just 200 balls. We'll see. But I did run 28 and get into the third rack like 3 times this afternoon. So I feel like I have a chance, but just like I said, the slightest mistake, this table punishes you. And all of a sudden you either miss or you have no way to get on a break ball. It's brutal, really brutal. So see if you don't notice a little something different in my process as I play today. I hope you do, because I'm trying to. I'm working it hard. These donuts for racking are great. Get a tight rack every time, so at least it removes that question mark from the equation. Okay, I got my music in my earphones. And I take my reading glasses off. Hello, Chuck. Hello, Devo. Love your content. Oh, nice. Yeah, that was a fun interview. Oh, and Pialo Mariani, welcome to Student. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I put a couple posts up in the last couple of days about my struggles here, and I might do more when I get home. All right, 200 points. Let's see if I can get the volume on my headphones down a little bit. Hold on. It's a little bit loud. You can't hear it, but I can. Oop. Okay, no, I guess that's that. All right. Yolo McSwagan, yo. Okay, I'm going to try and play on the beast again. 200 points. Let's go. I almost tripped on the cord. Okay, let's go. Yeah, you got a different camera angle to look at, a more traditional camera angle this time. So I didn't think about it. I could have rigged up a split screen as well. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. All right, 200 points. See what we do. I just woke up from my nap. I haven't hit a ball for a couple hours. Oh. Yep, that was my first shot. I just woke up from the nap. Let me hit a couple. That's a great excuse, isn't it? Yeah, I need to hit a couple balls here before we go. All right, just remember how to play. Almost in there. All right, let's swing a cue now. Now we're going to start for real. Okay. My very first shot, I want to elevate. I'm trying to get away from elevating, trying to get that cue ball. Hard to do on the brick shot, but get that cue ball, but not be near the rail. So important. Yeah. That's, you just don't want to be elevating. Just no good. All right. You don't need a bridge for this shot on a 9-foot table. Need a bridge to shoot the 6. See, that's what this messes with you. Can't come tight enough here. Oh, nice. Knew I was going to hit that. There. Oh boy. Jeez, not what we wanted. That pattern changed a little bit there. See, it's the little things. I need to be here. Because then it's super easy to just go like that. Now I'm almost straight. Okay, so that's a 1 and a 13. Yeah, let's see. I get the score counter keeper up here. 1, ending 13. That show up right? Today's BPI, 1. That's a little low, but make it work. All right. That, consider what we had. Oh, too hard. Too hard to speak.
Yeah, that's a hard one. You mean on the 5x10, the cue ball's got to travel so far. You don't want to be on the rail, but you don't want a big angle like that. But the 1 leads to the 12, but not when you have this much angle. Get in there! God dang it. Look how close. Yeah. That's how well you got to execute. So I left 5. That's 10 balls in. So 13 and 10 is 23. Well, we're going to go from here. So, I mean, you could say, yeah, you missed the 1. Well, I left a tough shot. You got to have the speed control of the table down such that you hit that 8 and you land good here. And I may have undercut that a hair if I overcut it to the center of the, or cut it more to the center of the pocket, and the cue ball travels farther. All these things matter on a 5x10. They're just brutal. They matter. It's just so much more impactful for some reason. One ball. See, if I would have pocketed that ball, I'd be on a run of 27. Instead, I'm on a run of 4. And if I didn't have to go back and forth across the table, I'm not going to miss that ball. Oh boy. Give me an easy shot somewhere. I don't have one. I thought top right was the way to go, but maybe top left would have been it there. Okay, well. I'm going to go with the 11. Oh, we're even close. Yeah, I guess top left. I don't know. It was on the far side of the rack, and it was far away from it. It should have come out. I mean, I expected to have an easy shot. I was spreading wide. I'm going to do it again. Because it was past the line, so I'm coming into the bottom, the far balls, right? do some more like that. Yeah, see? Well, I didn't open the rack at all though, and I got 3 balls up table. So that's, okay. Well, they all go. Come on. Oh my God, come on. Seriously? Jesus. 9. Uh, See, too soft. I want the cue ball here. Five. That's the wrong angle to get there. Trying to go here, so I have an angle. I got no angle. Well, I have an angle, but I need to be here. I got through the rack smooth and then messed up right there. I mean, I got a chance, of course, to continue, but my chances of continuing from here are like at least twice as good. That's. Another 1:15. And I'll put the numbers in the scorekeeper, but honestly, like I said yesterday, these numbers don't matter. This is not a table you try to set a high run on. But it's interesting just to see, not the BPI, but to see the sequence of shots and where mistakes are made, like this one, because it'll help you tighten up your game on a 9-footer too. Yep, see, I bumped it and got off the rack, but nothing came out. So I got a miracle shot. So you're going to put that one down. Baby! Wow! That's a low percentage shot, at least for me, but I got it down. Nice. Woo! Okay. Man. It's all right. I like it 13 better where it is there. Oh, went too far. I got 3 balls in the side pocket. I want to be here, not up here. And I tied those up. I wanted to miss that 13, so I didn't tie those up. 13 goes, but that's tough. Okay, I got it now. It's 4 to the 10, 10 to the 14, because then the 14 gets you on the 3 in the side, and then you're 2 rails around from the 6. If you see something better, let me know. Let's go. Oh, I don't want to go that far. I want to be able to bounce off that rail nice and easy. I guess it's alright. I don't want to be on the low side of this anyway. Now, see, I'm too straight. Now I'm going to be shooting the 3 ball from off the rail. I need the cue ball here so that I can bounce the cue ball here and it's off the rail for the 3. Now I'm going to be shooting the 3 and I'm going to be afraid to do anything. Unless I can get the cue ball off the rail. I mean, that's still too close to the rail. It needs to be out here to be comfortable. See, if I was able to do that, then my cue ball would be here to shoot the 6, not way up here. It's just all these little things add up. Okay, I need to come up this way. I'm coming this way. That's going to be good. That's a good break shot right there. Okay. That was probably pretty obvious what I just did, but I'll give a little lesson to anyone who cares in case you don't already know, but I think you guys already know. You know, there's that system for kicking at a ball. Like if you got to kick at this ball, you know, what is it again? You find the halfway point. to the pocket, and then you parallel shift, and that's where you go to kick that ball. That's a simplified explanation, but that's what I did to get on the break shot, right? Because the sixth ball was here, and I wanted the cue ball here, so halfway between those is here, so you go to the pocket, and you parallel shift. So I need to hit the rail here, and I need to hit the rail there, to get here to get here. Anyway, whatever. I'm stalling, because I want to make sure I make this ball. I don't want to rush it. I get to hit the plus 14, yay! All right. Oh, crap. I'm trying to turn it around. I'm trying to turn it out of the corner, and I didn't get any left English. I did that yesterday, too. Yesterday, I had a ball here to try and go on the side. Oh, look at this. I might have a dead one. Oh, what a savior that is. What a savior. Wow, and I can see it. That's what you need. You need a little luck sometimes to make long runs. 8 ball in the corner. Wow. Wow. Nice. I'm just trying to make sure I don't do anything dumb with the cue ball. So it's going to throw a little, but it's aimed for that side of the pocket, so that's fine. Okay. They're 8 in the corner. Did I do anything dumb? No, I got an easy shot. That was dumb, but that lined up too. Okay. And if I shoot the combo, well, I don't know. Let's just play. $13. Ooh. Thought the 5 would go to the bottom rail, have more angle on it. Damn, I'm nice and straight. Okay, I'm going to come all the way out there. No, almost. Vixe. Well, get over there. I needed one of those balls to come over here because I know my cue ball's going up there. But if I shot the 10 in the side, I'm missing now those balls completely, and even if I do glance them, I'm having nothing. Okay. And 15, I'm going to bump to 1. I guess I got to suck it up, huh? 10. Well, that's the best I could do. Of course, I want to hold the cue ball here, but I ain't gonna complain. I ain't gonna complain about putting it down. Seven. No, I missed it. I missed it! That was a hard shot. What did I say earlier about not leaving the cue ball on the rail? If that cue ball's here, I don't miss the 7. That's why. But that's the best I could do from, again, the cue ball was close to the rail here. If the cue ball was over here, yeah, then I can stick it and put the cue ball right there, but it's so hard when the cue ball's close to the rail. Damn, I had a good chance of getting into the 4th rack. Darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 balls. Those were pretty controlled shots until those last couple just now. I was fairly under control there. I got 2 break balls here. Oh man, nuts. All right, I got 9 out of that rack. Jeez, if I could have held that cue ball up, and you know, I got these 2 balls here, you know, so if the cue ball stuns over to here, then I have either ball up in the corner east, 100% shot, but it stops here. So not only do I have to back cut, but I got to dig under the rail to cut the 3 in. Probably wasn't that bad, it's probably about there. But I like cutting the 3 because the cue ball comes here and back and you have shots here. But man, oh man. Yeah, I suppose I should have shot the 3. But the 7 looked like a tapper, tap it in, you know what I mean? Oh! I guess the 7 is a tap-in shot, it's an easier shot. Only when the cue ball is not up against the rail. With the cue ball against the rail, you gotta choose the other one. Alright, I got 9 out of there, so what is that? 30. 9 and 23. Oh, 9 and 27. Oh, 36. Anybody saying anything? No. Just got away from me a little bit. See how easily it can get away? If my cue ball was just a little bit better and not on the rail, any of those shots could have been successful, and I'd be breaking the 4th break back. That's how important it is. That's how a table like this will shape you up. It'll either make you quick cool all together or get in shape. Oh, ho, 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 stop! Man. Angle to bump those. Try to knock the 3 out for a break shot as well. The 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, a 9-foot table, you can judge the speed. I mean, this is a tremendously long distance to travel. On a 9-footer, it's not as far. You can gauge, you can get pretty close to this. I thought I hit it good. I ended up short. Welcome to a 5x10. Six. It's a shot that looks good on paper. You're like, oh, I'll just shoot the 3 and I'll just bump the 7 over here. That opens up the pocket for this. It opens up the 11 to here. And I'll have a shot on the 12 next. Oh, it'll all be perfect. But it's very hard to control. You end up glancing it, and the cue ball slides over here, and you have nothing. Or the cue ball hits this side and goes to the bottom rail. Or it hits the 7, and then it floats up to the back side of the 11. Now you're shooting elevated over a shot. You just can't do it. It looks so perfect on paper, but it's the wrong shot. You can't do it. Unless if you're, and then plus I'm shooting with a bridge. So how accurate am I going to be? Can't do it. There's no way. It's just not going to turn out. I mean, you have a low percentage chance of it turning out well. You've got to do something like that where you have a shot, you have a good bridging. Give yourself a chance. Don't take a big risk. But trust your skills to move the cue ball. Oh, that's good. Stop right there. Great ball. Well, we're getting down to the wire here. I think I gotta hit something. Now I gotta hit something. Take a chance. Probably. I don't know. I don't like it, but maybe. No, I took care of that break ball, but I think I have the 9. See why I wanted to move the 7 on my very first shot? Because look, it ties up everything. It's a major problem. And I need to get the cue ball off the rail more. Yep. Spin that in. 9 ball. I moved that 11. It was 7 balls. It only took me 11 shots, but I moved it. And I had no brick ball. Well, 15. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that shot. That means I got to play position for the 7. That's no joy. Yep. So there's just no good break shot with the 7 or the 15. I'm missing the rack. Everywhere I go from, you just got to land perfect. You got nothing. Oh well, I guess I mean, I can go up table and down, and hopefully get down here on the 7, and then I can come over here and get this shot. And it's just too much travel. Or I could go in the corner. Maybe that'll make it better. All right, I'm gonna try it. That's as good as any. Low percentage break shot, so 15. Okay, so now at least I got a good chance of getting the cue ball right here, right there. Perfect. Boom. Come on. I hit it too soft. Yeah, I didn't. I kind of rushed it at the end. I'm dead straight. I got nothing. Be a miracle to hit the rack from here. I'm trying to hit the rail and come off, so I'm like in this area, because then you can cut it and you can get into the rack really well. All right, well, no, see, like this shot, I don't care. This is a miracle. Even if I make this ball and break the rack open, yeah, I really don't care, because it's not reproducible. It's just a miracle shot. Who cares? Don't care about Hail Marys. They're irrelevant to straight pool. You're not going to shoot it. Well, you shoot it during a high run attempt, but it's not a good shot. It's not a shot to be proud of. I actually have a slight angle, so I have a slight chance. I put it at about 10% chance of hitting the rack and getting a shot. But that's better. I thought it was 0 at first. It's actually closer to like 10%. And it's fun. It's fun if you do. But like I said, it's ultimately meaningless, because it's a failure, because the cue ball should have been in a much better position. All right, well, I feel good about getting 15. Or 14. I just didn't get a break ball at the end. And again, my cue ball's too close to the rail. You know, I thought I could stun it down here like this, but no. I gotta just try and draw it into the rack. You know how small that target is on a 5x10? Trying to control the amount of curve on the draw. Woo! I'm building it up, so it's even better if I make it. Let's see if we can get it down there. Just pull it straight down table, that's all. That's all. Oh wow. That was a weak ass draw stroke too. Wow. Yeah, so I'm jamming because I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm jamming and I undercut it both times. All right. Yeah, as expected. That's the end of that run. Just didn't get on the brake shot again. Now you come down to it on a 5x10, you better have a good end pattern or like you've seen. You're just not going to get into the next rack. Get off the rail, please. All right, that's acceptable. No two balls touching, no brake shot though. All right, but we ain't complaining about this one. Woo! Okay, what are we going to do to break the rack? Easy shots, no hard shots. If we keep off, we can go here and bump the 12. 12 over, but you gotta land just right in order to do that. The 7's low, but there's nothing here to kick the 7 up. I don't know, but I gotta come up with something. The 11's way too high, unless you land on perfect. You can use the 5, maybe you can land on the 5. 10, 5 to end, and you can draw back just a little. Slight angle on the 11, you could open them. Again, it's not a great break shot though. It's not rarely is it very productive. 7 balls too low, 15s. Yeah, I mean, you might be able to glance the corner ball cutting 15, but it's too far over. 7 balls, the best break shot on the table. Except for the 5 going 2 rails under the rack. That's probably the 5 and the 9 are probably the best break shots as they lie right now. But I'm not going to try and save the 5. It seems silly. Okay, well, keep our eyes peeled. Something's got to show up. But it's the 9 till, unless if that does happen. I'm talking while I'm shooting. Look how tight the pocket is. It won't even go in like that. Oh, I did it! Oh. Okay, I hit it a little hard, but that was close. But I don't know how hard it is. I put so much inside English to check it and come up into the 7. It's actually workable. It's a little high, but the 4 can set you up for the 7. So I need something over here, the 9, the 11, something to set up on the 4 and deal with those 2 balls. Well, those are both clear. They both go. Okay, no big deal. Yeah, no big deal. Famous last words. No big deal. I talk about how to play position. It's going to come up in my how to play position video. You always want to hit a rail and come off the rail. It sounds remedial. It sounds like I'm saying 2 + 2, but it's not. It's so important. You don't want to float towards the rail. You always go into the rail and off the rail. That's how you play position. That's why you see the pros doing that all the time. They never just float a ball over. They go to the rail, because that's how you judge speed and angle. I actually could nudge the 12 over, but that's useless. Okay. Actually, I don't need the 10 right now. 10 is good to shoot right now. Two balls to create a key K2 for that 4. That's why this works, otherwise it wouldn't work. Or it wouldn't be that great. And I hit it wrong. I just ruined my rack. Key ball's supposed to be up here. I just ruined it. Alright. Just ruined my pattern. Alright, 3 ball. Oh, shit. Alright, well, I missed that 14 from talking. I'm gonna stop talking. I don't know why did I start talking? I left 4 and I missed after 2. So if we're counting them all, there was a run of 2, and then a run of 9, I think. I wasn't even thinking about it. When I shot the 8 ball, I just tapped it in. I'm supposed to check it across. So I have an angle that just easily come up. There's 2 balls that went over here, and I can use both of them to set up for that 4. So that's a really big failure there. That's basic straight pull. Anybody's going to get that. Yeah, I think it was a 2 and a 9. We'll put the numbers in, even though it doesn't matter, but it matters. All right, I'm gonna play without talking. Sailing up table. 4 ball. No, maybe not. No, you know anything else. Okay, 4. Okay. Straight on the 1. Wanted to move over for the 5. I'm going to do that. Keep angle. Thank you. Dead straight. Kind of just have a little angle on that ball. I knew that was a possibility. I swear to God I was aiming at the pocket so that wouldn't happen. I swear to God I was. Because I do have the ability to cheat to the left side just a little bit. And I don't think I rushed it. I guess I must have. Cooper had 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 balls, 7, and that should have been 15. I was moving the ball, so I was getting around the balls really good there. It was perfect. I had the 8 as a break shot. I don't know. Some things are the same. Here, it doesn't matter what table. I can't be doing that. God, I made all those good shots and then do that. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm not turning it out of the corner, I'm going high right. It's just too hard to get the speed right. You end up here or something. Now I gotta shoot a combination most likely. Joy. No, I don't have to. When I let go, I knew I wasn't going to make it. It took 2 seconds to travel, and I knew the whole time I missed it. I don't know, it's impossible to get in any kind of flow on this table. Because you're subject to miss any shot, especially if the cue ball gets a little bit long. I don't know, it's just so hard. It's probably like, I don't know. I mean, on a 5x10 with tight pockets like this, I don't know how anybody runs over 100. I know John Schmitz run 130 something on a table like this. And it's got to be exhausting. See, 12, 5 to get on the 9-ball break shot. That ends the rack. There's many alternatives, obviously. Just saying. I think I gotta play more specific with my cue ball. Yeah, I'm positive I do. Okay. Well, I should have tried that. That was dumb. Woo! That turned out perfect. Perfect. Now make sure I'm not straight in this time. That's what you need, a little angle so you can get the cue ball off the rail. See, I hit it bad and I'm still too close to the rail. It can happen with that bridge. Luckily, I don't have to do much here. That's the difference when you don't have to solve any puzzles and knock any clusters open. The chances go way up. That's why we play, even though we miss all the time. Because now and then, you just get a pretty little rack like that and it just feels good. Then I get the plus 14 button. Okay, this one's going to take more work because they're all clustered up. Clustered up. Six. I just realized something on this 5x10. That's, you know what throws you off? You shoot a shot, and the object ball makes a sound when it hits the pocket, but you're used to hearing that sound sooner because the ball's traveling farther. It takes a while before you hear the sound, and so it throws you off because you're like, well, it should have hit the pocket by now. Oh, there it is. Weird. It's weird. Get off the rail, please. Oh, yeah. Nope. I drew it this way. I need to draw it this way. Shoot. All right. 13. All right. Played that carom off the 8 to get a table. Well, that's a little crazy, but yeah. Got a shot. And that goes, and I still have the break ball, 15. 7's there too, but 15's better. All right. Oh, shit. Oh, it's coming over here, just here. Darn it. Can't get the rack from there. I thought I had everything under control perfectly. I did. Got it. Once again, didn't get on the brake shot. I could have shot the 4 and swung around 2 rails for the 8. But it's so much travel and you're trying to get an angle and then you end up straight. I just thought this was the right shot because all I got to do is just float out here. And then I missed the shot, trying to get it perfect. Oh, man. $26. All I had to do was, I mean, it's not an ideal pattern, but it's all I had, and I was right in line. It's the perfect angle. I could just float over and get on the right side of that 4 and hit it too hard. I don't know. 26, right? Yeah, 26. Can't wait to get back to my house and I can start running 40s and 50s again. I wish I could run 40s and 50s here. That's the whole plan. I'm going to have to come back. Oh, is that what I'm doing? I might be. Let's try it. Yeah, no, you know when you got your donuts good, because if you roll this ball in too hard, this ball pops out. That means that these are directly frozen, so the energy knocked it out. So that's how you know those donuts are in a good place. And it's reactive right through the rack. Come on. What in the world? I know Dale's counting those, but I'm not. Now my BPI is down to 5, according to Dale. 11. Seven. Huh. See, on a 9-foot table, I draw this back, but on this table, I mean, I'm stretched out, I'm using the bridge, who the hell knows what's going to happen? You can't do as much, because it can go wrong too easily. I'm just happy to play a stop shot and not miss a damn ball. Then I gotta go 6, 1, 3, I gotta get from the 3 to the 7, 7 connects to the 2, break shot. It's not a great route to get to that 7. So I go to the other side. Draw 2 out, come here, questionable, you really don't want to be on the rail. Nice. 7 ball out here. That's beautiful. That's just what we want to see. Okay. Harder. Isn't hard enough. Notice on the only shot in the last 2 racks where I sent the cue ball into a cluster to bash into them, the cue ball finished against the rail. Big surprise. It's what you don't want to do. But I didn't have a choice. Maybe if I played play better speed control, yeah, right. That's why you don't do it, unless you have to. Nope, I missed it. Fuck. Ah! Okay, well, that's the hard reality about pool. Come on. I didn't hit it hard enough. Stretched out. Didn't hit it hard enough. Also, I should have gone to luck. I did. So what difference it makes, you've got to go look, because you can't tell from way over here. You have to go look. I'm off the score sheet. I'm just going to play till I'm done. I'm just trying to execute. I don't care what the score is. I'm just trying to connect racks and play well on this beastie. Of course, I care if I go over 42, but until then, I don't. I'm on 1 right now. Bonus ball. All right, I'm gonna crash. Just gonna do a re-break crash shot. This is one situation that might call for it. Two balls not against the rail. No brake ball. I thought I would get a brake ball out of that. You gotta go look, it takes forever to walk around the table and look. All that was to try and do that, and I didn't get a brake ball out of it anyway. There's the brake ball, all right. That took a while. Woo! Now I gotta get this shot right, or it'll be impossible to get on the brake shot. All right, we gotta play it this simple way. Ooh, I might get on that one ball. Nope. Yeah, obviously I want the cue ball back here to get on the one. But we got the 11 to bail us out. Or not bail us out, but yeah, that's what we wanted. Okay. Got the wrong angle, I need to be here so I can slide over here. Now I just made it harder. I think I go 3, 7, 6. Actually, the 3 ball could be a brake ball as well. So I could go 6, 10, 7. Oh, that might be just right. That might be just right. No, but it's going to work. Yes, sir. That's just right. No, I didn't know the speed. I want to be parallel, but I mean it's still a brake shot. I'm sure I'm going to complain about that, but I'd rather be here on a 5x10. Thought I had the speed right. I might have undercut that ball, and that's why I didn't pop off that rail. All right. You gotta concentrate so much. It's like you want to go take a nap for 2 hours after shooting one ball. Okay, let's see if we can find our way through this one. Piece of wind. Now I want to remove the 15 because then this combo goes. I don't want to shoot a 3-ball combo and it's not lined up anyway. Now I'd like to have the 10 here. Well, maybe not. Maybe I float down and go here. The other could come out. Yeah, I don't want to play some finicky position and then end up with nothing. How about that position? Let's go ahead and get the combo now. Well, I got carried away there. Darn it. That did not turn out the way I wanted. Seven. Damn, shows on this just a little bit. Nope. No, that's, you don't want to be shooting shots like that in the side pocket, but darn it all. I was sitting on pretty good on it. Nope, I missed it again. Wow. It's so funny because on my table at home, that's a hanger. Goes every time. Not even a care in the world. I didn't have to run into those balls. That was kind of reckless. But I still think I got to do something. I was almost out of soldiers. See, it's a safe shot if you make it. You gotta make it. You gotta make the ball. Oh. Nope, wrong side of the ball. Yeah, sure. Too many shoulda, coulda, woulda. So I run 25 to 27 balls so many times on this table. It's kind of frustrating. Glutton for punishment, that's what I am. I'm going to learn how to play on this table, though. I'll tell you that. I'll learn how to play on this table. And 200 comes easy on my table. Sometimes you get an easy shot, sometimes you get nothing. 9 ball. Yeah. They're not lined up. That will miss. That will miss all day. Oh, wow. Hit that 14. Lazy now. Yeah, no good. Oh, sure. Stick right on that ball. Yeesh. Come on, cue ball. Like that, a little close. No, I didn't get there. Get a little closer. Yeah, that's a brutal one. No. That's the better shot than what I tried. But look, I'm dead straight and I can't get an angle on 12. You just can't win for trying. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Trying to draw it back, but that's a viable prayer shot. But, I mean, the whole thing, so we're interested in those shots, right? But the whole thing that made it a problem see, but what I'm trying to say is I floated the cue ball and I floated it and it stopped here. You see the difference though? Here I can do all kinds of things. See? Now I'm over 12 inches away. Now I can draw the cue ball back and get perfect. But I floated it and I ended up so close to the ball I can't do anything. I mean, now I can get the cue ball wherever I want. So demanding. I missed a couple balls somewhere. I had to check it. One more. No, that's it. Yeah, one more. Sometimes you just can't get a shot. Eight ball. Not lined up. Oh, come on. You want to play good on this 5x10, you better get good with a bridge, because you are going to need to be good with the bridge. That's just all there is to it. It's fucking hard. Yeah, I ain't gonna cut it. Nah, it's just not gonna cut it. God, I made those 2 shots to get going, and then I start doing this. Not good. I mean, it's just like, on a 9-foot table, this is just a medium-length shot. On this table, it feels like I'm in a freaking football field on the other end of the field. I mean, it's hard enough to just barely make the ball, much less control the cue ball somewhere. Why is that? It's not that much bigger. Jeez, it's so hard. Yeah. Concentrating as hard as I can. Oh. That ain't bad, actually. Come on. Oh, I want it over here. Actually, I want it to be straight in. That's what we got. Nice. Give me a shot. Get on the rail. Cue ball back and forth straight. That's what you want. Okay. 2 in the corner. Right. Oh. Woo! Okay, now I got the cue ball on a string. We got to keep it there somehow. Don't do anything dumb. That was something dumb. And in fact, I got a shot, but I envisioned it turning out a lot different than that. Too hard. Too hard. 5. Damn it. 5. Yeah, that was a bad shot there. The one I just shot where I tried to, that was a bad shot. Could have had that one. Didn't have it. I got one more in here. What an optimist am I? I feel like I'm going to run 42 every time, and I don't. Every time. But I just don't see how do I keep. A little bit hard because they're coming off the rail and they're coming back to the center. So it's a little bit too hard. And that's what's causing all the cluster. Jesus. Almost threw it into the side pocket. No, not hard enough. No, just ruined my run. Come up. I feel like I'm trying to just get a shot at another ball. That's like all I'm trying to do. Because I've psyched myself out on this table, and I'm not thinking enough. I'm not thinking about the pattern I need. And I'm not thinking about even the angle I need on the next ball. I'm just not thinking enough. But I'm just worn out trying to just make the ball and get to another ball so often. I mean, it's not just getting to a ball. And what I'm saying is getting to a ball where you're not 7 feet away or cutting it backwards. It's so hard to just keep the cue ball under control. When on a 9-foot table, it's so much more forgiving. Why is that? That is bizarre. I guess part of the reason it's more forgiving is that you're always going to have a shorter shot. That's part of it. See, like here, I got the wrong angle. I wanted an angle to go into these balls gently. Now I didn't get it. Now I'm burning up my soldiers and not getting things open. Now I gotta come up with another miraculous plan and hope that one works out. Of course I hit it back because I'm talking, I'm complaining instead of thinking. I don't want to set up for that shot. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Well, it's a step in the right direction, maybe. But holy crap, it took me like 17 million shots just to get there. And then I tied up another ball doing it. Oh my God. You can't get the cue ball where you want. Everything just becomes so much harder. The cue ball's supposed to be here. So I shot on the 11, then I can use the 10 to bump the 8 up for break shot. If you don't get the cue ball there, everything goes to hell and you get nothing. Of course not. I needed an angle on this ball. I let the cue ball drift forward when I shot the 8. If the cue ball was here, then it's just easy to tap it and come over here. Not getting the cue ball where I want it. What are the chances of getting in the next rack now? Look at that. That's the break ball. I got on where I wanted to approximately, but I missed the shot. I think I rose up in the air too. I think I'm doing that a lot. I keep trying to remind myself, and then I keep forgetting, and I shouldn't have to even remind myself. Yeah. Nope. Well, and the cue ball's not there. I want the cue ball here so I can break the rack. Stick the cue ball, damn it. God damn it. I don't understand. Wow. Okay, see, you know, a table like this, if you have any flaws in your delivery, it's going to reveal them. So, and that's a good thing. It's a very hard thing, but it's a good thing ultimately. See, like I told you, I was practicing this morning. I was shooting Mighty X for like an hour, and I was popping them in one after another, just like that. So then you're like, when it comes up in the game, you're like, I got this, and then I missed it, what, 3 times? Gee whiz. Too far. Did I go too far? No. Okay. Long shot that let me down in that rack. And when I shot that ball up there, I'm playing the cue ball to here, and it stops here. So I mean that's the real issue. Well, they're both issues, but that's you can't be letting things like that slide. You got to get the cue ball where you want it. In order to get the cue ball where you want it, you have to want to get it somewhere. You have to have a specific destination, which I did. Woo! The only thing worse than shooting off a rail is shooting out of a pocket. 7. No, wait, not even close. All right, I'm done. I am done. I couldn't even summon the discipline to go get the bridge to shoot that break shot. I just had to jump over the table and shoot it. Thought you said you were done, Bob. I did. Then why are you still shooting? I don't know. Because I'm crazy like that? I am crazy. Let's play some crash test dummy straight pool. See how it works out. It's okay. Got a break ball. It's not going to work out most of the time. 8-3 to end the rack. How about that? Now I want to shoot the 8 now. I need the 8 to get up to 6. And so I use the 4. 4 is good to come back down. Okay. You need an angle, Bob. Straight in is not an angle. See why you need an angle? Don't just hit it up there and say, oh, I'll have a shot. You have to play for a specific angle on the ball. So you don't have to pull off hero shots all the time. Wow. Boy, am I done. Wow. Unbelievable. What? I just can't. I know what I'm doing. Just can't fathom why I can't do it correctly when I know exactly what to do. Yeah, I know what to do. It takes too much effort. It's not what I wanted. Not even close. It just feels good to execute shots well, even though you miss too much. When you do make a ball and the cue ball goes where you want, it just feels good. And then you feel like you got to pull off that stroke every time, and then the cue ball goes where you want. The ball goes in the hole. too far. Oh, way too far. I want to be here. 4 ball, run into him, then have the 8 that way. Why did I hit it so hard? I don't know. Get off the rail. God, I was so focused on the freaking pocket. I mean, I was zeroed in on it. And I twisted because I drove it to the left. I did it again. Okay, that's a fundamentals issue. I'm elevated off the rail, but that's a fundamentals issue. I'm totally twisting and not going straight through the ball. I mean, I have a slight angle and I'm on the rail, but give me a break. Really? Why am I doing that? That's why. Ha! Yep. I drove for like 3 hours today, just that. And it's not a habit yet. $12 and the 14 of the, nope, the 12's in the rack. Just barely, but I think it's in. It's not in anymore. Yeah, that wasn't smart. main reason I'm still playing is because it's fun. Even when you miss and screw up all the time, it's still fun. But there's always that hope driving you on. Oh, maybe I'll make it to the third rack. Maybe this time I'll do it. Give me a shot, please. Give me an easy shot. You can cut this either way. All right, I have to go this way. Okay. No, this is natural to the 4-5. Oh, okay. Well, it's a natural position to the 4-5. I don't have to do anything with the cue ball. But it sure is a tough shot. Yeah, it's easy to make it the second time because you practiced it. I got the 7 as well. All right, I gotta quit. Too much fiddling around. I'm not saving these numbers anyway. It's irrelevant to be tracking the numbers. I'm just, oh, I bumped the camera. I bumped the cable coming from the camera, which pulled the camera. Oh, yeah, I'm not saving these. I don't care. Let's see. Does anyone say anything? Yeah, nobody's watching now. Solardale. Yeah, it's a real struggle on this 10-foot, I tell you what. I have put together some good runs. I've played on this like several times over the past year and a half. And I've put some good runs together. I think my high run is 52 actually on this table, but I'm not sure. But I've put together 3 racks occasionally, but I don't know why I'm having so much trouble right now. It's a tough, tricky table. That's why I jumped at the opportunity to play on this table by myself, so I could just pound my head against the wall for 8 hours a day and maybe get somewhere. And I feel like I am, but it's just not reflected in the score, that's for sure. I'm making some good shots, and I'm running some good racks, but there's just too many problems and too many disconnected racks. What a tough table. I'm going to do this again tomorrow. I'm going to be here tomorrow. I'm going home tomorrow night. Hey. Oh yeah, I got a 44. I ran a 44 on Saturday as well, I think. So I've run 44 twice on these live streams. Sure would like to do a little better than that, but it's a tough table. Hey, but I love it because it's when I get back home to my 9-footer, it's going to feel so easy. Hey, the big World Pool Championship starting. Fedor Gorst won last year. He took first place for $250,000, and Eklund Kochi was a cat's whisker away from winning. So is Fedor going to win again? That's a tall order to win a tough tournament like that consecutively. Real tough. But Fedor has a chance. He's so meticulous in how he plays. He's got a chance of doing it. Somebody might beat him, and someone else will make it through the winners bracket. We don't know. I always put my money on Eklikachi. He's a favorite to finish in the top 8, and then if he makes it to the top 8, he becomes one of the contenders to win it. What do you think? Is Federer going to get there? I'm only an hour and a half away from my house. I'm in Arizona. I'm in Phoenix. So Pacific time zone. It's right now, where I'm at right now, it is 10:09 p.m. And I have some delicious food waiting for me, even though it's late. I operate on a different schedule. So I'm going to go eat that. But yeah, I may post something else somewhere else about that tournament. I'm curious what people think. What are Federer's chances of making it? I mean, you can't say no, he's not going to win, or you can't say no, he's not going to make the Final Four. But winning is just such a tall order, twice in a row. So many good players, and there's so many things that can happen. All right, that's all for today. I'm going to do this again tomorrow. I might do this in the morning tomorrow. Let's see how I do on morning energy instead of this late evening energy after a nap. Let's see that. When I'm going to sign off, I'm going to schedule it. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, live stream, right here. And I'm going to run 50. There we go. That's a plan. Talk to